All right, and we are live. And my name is Teresa Kaiser from Team Blitz, and apparently I don't have a camera today, so we'll get that fixed in just a moment. But I'm going to introduce a couple of people from our team today. And on the page, on my Facebook page today, I said, you know what? This is what we do on Saturdays. We hang out, and we are live. And I got some. All right, and we do talk about different techniques that we're using online, and why you need a blog and things like that. Now, one of the things that I want to cover today is the fact that many businesses even think that they don't need a blog. So I come from a very small town in Wisconsin, and there are many businesses in their little one strip city there, where they think that they don't need a blog, and they don't think they need an online presence. And I tell you what, in today's world, if you don't have some sort of presence online, you might as well pack up and go home and close the doors on your business. And seriously, people want online specials, things that they can use on their mobile phone. In fact, did you know, if you're watching this, that about 63 to sometimes 80%, when I watch traffic come through my website and I can see the statistics on it, is actually mobile devices of some sort or other, whether that be a tablet, a cell phone, Android, iPhone, whatever it is. People are on the go, and they want their information on the go. If you think that the Yellow Pages is still the way to go, and no offense against the actual name Yellow Pages, but any kind of paper advertising is actually out. It's just, if you ask a teenager to look something up online, what you're going to find is look up a phone number, they're going to go to the computer first, and they'll go phone book. I'm like, that takes forever. I actually have to read for that. And so a lot of times they are, I want to say, not a bad term, but lazy. Our society is lazy. We want information and we want it now. So what would a blog do? So for example, like a real estate business. Now a lot of them say, well, I have an MLS listing, I don't really need a blog. Wrong. Yes, you do, because your MLS listing is not the same as a blog. What if you could offer tips on helping people move? Guess what? Then you appear to be the authority on giving people information on, in the area, where to get the best boxes, or how to, tips on how to pack things efficiently, or, information on whatever it is that you have to offer, because then they're going to go, oh, this is the realtor who has experience. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go and buy a house from them. And not only that, a blog can actually rank higher. So at this time, what I want to do is bring out one of our team members, Katrina Russell, who has actually been able to take her blog on another specific subject and rank that thing right at the top. And when you do that, it actually makes you appear as an expert. And Katrina, what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to try to fix this camera while you're speaking, so if you see me go out and come back in, that's okay. I'll be right back so that you guys can see me on camera today. And take it away, Katrina.
Hi guys, good morning everybody. Yeah, I really like what you said about when people look up information. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Katrina, and I joined this business technically about a year and a half ago, but I really got serious almost a year ago. And so what I like about blogging is a couple of things. I like how you can put your business out there, and that's really what Teresa is trying to get across to you today. Um, I'm a network marketer. Actually, I have two niches, and I'll just tell you the first thing. I was diagnosed 9 years, actually, today is my 27th birthday, and I was diagnosed exactly 9 years ago on this day, on my 18th birthday, with MS. And so what I do is I reach out to people in that way. Now that's not related to a business, but it's still a way I rank on Google, and that's what I really want to get across. That's a way that I rank on Google and attract people to myself. And in terms of my business, I'm a network marketer. I reach out to people, to other network marketers, because it's just a certain uh passion that I have. I know the struggle, but I also know that it should not be a struggle. And if you're doing network marketing correctly, then there is no struggle. And when I say doing it correctly, I mean putting your business online as well as getting the proper training. Now, what happens when you put your business online is that people come to you, and it's no different with traditional business. Network marketing is untraditional, but there is no difference with traditional traditional business. Um, Now you may say, well, I have a website. Well, there's a bit of a difference between a website and a blog. If you go to Google right now and just search anything, you are going to get a list of blogs. And someone said this to me, and I tried it out one day. I tried it out, and I looked at all the results that I got on the first page, that the first page of Google showed me, and it was like all blogs. And then to conduct a bit more of an experience, I put in the name of my website in the search engine, and it was number one because I put in the exact name, but it stood alone. It was just different. It was like Google made the distinction between a website and then everything else under that was blog. So it makes the distinction between a website and a blog. Now, why, if you have just any traditional business, you want to explain your business. I know someone who's a makeup artist. Now, you can only put so many photos on your website. If you put a lot of photos on your website, I don't know, people might get not really get bored, but it'll be a little strange. It'll be a little strange because that's not typically how websites go. But when you're on a blog, if you're a makeup artist, if that's your traditional business, you write blogs about what you do. You can write blogs about certain techniques, and you also put your pictures on your blog. So you're not just giving people words, you're giving them photos too. And photos, I'm a photographer. Photos are amazing. It's cliche, but they really are worth a million words. So that's what you do. You put your photo with it, and then you make a blog with a video tutorial showing people how to do this technique, how to do that, and you put that on your blog. All these things, I think if you put it on a website, you can only put so much on a website before it starts to get cluttered. Get cluttered, that's the word. It'll be a little weird because it's starting to get cluttered now. But it's like with your blog, it's expected to be updated every day, and to have something different every day. And I'm getting excited right now just talking about it because I told you I was a photographer. Well, imagine if I put my photos online, which I'm going to start doing more. Imagine if I put my photos online. I have photograph after photograph after photograph that just, it represents something. It represents all kinds of things. So with that photograph, I can not only post it, but I can write about it. I can say this is what it represents. This is why I took it. This is I was in this place or that place or whatever. And so it has meaning, and I can express that meaning on my blog. And furthermore, the difference between a blog and a website is, one of the perks is that a blog is constantly updated and every day. So when you constantly put content on your blog and you have it updated day after day after day, Google begins to look at that, and then they kind of begin to establish you as an authority in your field. And so those are just some of the things about a blog. And I always say that it's more expressive. You can completely be you. And that's the thing I really love about a blog. I mean, you can do that on your website, but again, you can only put so much on a website and before it gets cluttered and it's not updated every day as a blog is. But you can completely be you. So if you are that makeup artist, you can completely express your creativity. You're not bound by certain rules. Not that sounded a little weird. You're not bound by, well, yeah, certain rules of what you can do. The balance between staying as a professional website and your creativity. Let your creativity show through, because as a makeup artist, that's, I mean, you live by your creativity. That's your golden ticket right there. So yeah, that's one of the things you can do in a blog, in a traditional business. And like, actually, if you look at all the businesses from like Better Bureau Business, they have blogs. If you look them up, if you look their stuff up, it's a blog. It may be connected to a website, but it's a blog. Like, go in Google and search Better Business Bureau. I mean, like, the initial information that you need, that is a home page. Like the formalities, like the name and the information and all of that. But if you really want to know something, you go to their blog. If you really want something expounded upon, you go to their blog, and it can be the same in your traditional business. Teresa, are you still with me?
Yeah, I'm actually still here. If you can you hear me okay?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, and you were talking about pictures. One little tip that I want to share with everyone too is, number one, like you said, a blog does get more attention. But with the pictures, those pictures are constantly updated. So let's say you go out and take some pictures and you add them to your blog. That's cool. But what if when you put your picture up there, number one, the blog makes you look like an authority. But when you load those pictures up there, if you're trying to target a certain keyword, and this is very, very tiny, and it's not super relevant, but it is important, it will help you be found in the search engine if you name that image before you upload it, whatever keyword you're targeting. So for example, if you're talking about something on cooking, maybe cooking tips, and you showing a picture of a mixer, please don't name the picture Mixer 1, because people are not going to search for Mixer 1. I mean, seriously, if you're talking about, tips on cooking a ham or tips on cooking a turkey or baking a cake, I guess if it's a mixer, it's probably going to be, cake baking tips or something. Name the picture cake baking tips with dashes, so that when people are searching for that term, holy smokes, guess what? You might be found by an image. You'd be surprised at how someone is going and looking for an image, and they'll find something on accident, and then they'll say, well, what website is that on? And bang, they're going to end up reading what? Your blog. Guess what? If you have some good stuff on there, you may have gained a regular reader from that. And so, that's something that you want to look at as well is, hey, you know what? I found you on accident, and I'm going to start reading your blog now. So a blog does so many different powerful things. It lets you be an authority, the expert in your field, whatever it is you're going to write about. Now, you don't have to be an internet marketer to blog. You don't have to be, you can blog about just about anything you want. So as an example, Katrina was able to reach someone in her field of expertise, and she was talking about MS. And by the way, on a side note here, everybody make sure in the comments, if you're watching, you wish Katrina a happy birthday. Check her out on Facebook. That is actually commitment right there. I mean, most people wouldn't give the time to say, well, I'm going to speak on my business hangout today because it's my birthday. I'm taking the day off. And Katrina is very, very committed to her business, and so I just want to congratulate her on actually taking the time to just come out on her birthday, because most people they're not like that. They're not committed enough, or their dream is not big enough to actually take time out on their birthday. So that's pretty awesome. And shortly here, Terrence will be joining us as well. But there are other methods that I want to kind of bring in to give you tips on today, and one of them is Pinterest. Now, we had talked about this on a Hangout on Wednesday, but just in case you missed that, if you are not using Pinterest in your business, holy smokes, you are missing out incredibly. About, I want to say about 60 to 65% of Pinterest users, I think, if that number is correct, are actually women. Now, why would you want to target women? And men, don't take this offensively when I say this, but you know what? There's a lot of women running corporate businesses, and they're darn good CEOs. And because they're more focused, it is a proven fact that women can handle more tasks at a time usually than men. You know, I mean, we got kids and stuff like that, so it's just kind of a thing. But women are browsing Pinterest. Now, how can you use Pinterest? So I want you to, although you can't see me and I'm not able to, I'm having some technical difficulties today, I'm going to share with you, if you are wanting to reach a wider audience, you need to have your blog as the middle part of your hub, which means that's your money site. That's your bread and butter. It's just like your 9 to 5 that you go to every day. That's the place that you go to day in and day out, day in and day out. And everything else should actually weave into your blog like a spider web. And when I talk about that, I basically say, well, a link comes into your blog from somewhere else, such as Pinterest, okay? So I want you to think about this. Let's start with that image that we talked about. Let's say you're giving cooking tips, and you have the picture of the mixer, and you name it best, cake recipes, or best, cake baking tips, something like that. You make a blog and you put it on there. Now you can take that image, if you have the little plug-in that you can install for Firefox or for Chrome. It's called the Pin It button, and both of those plugins are free. So you make your blog, you go visit your blog. Now you can take that image from your blog and pin it on a board on Pinterest with that same keyword name. So you're going to make that board. Now, a little tip for you on Pinterest, your first 3 boards are the boards that people will see first on a mobile device. So if you have 27 boards, I want you to pick your highest top priority 3 boards on Pinterest. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I'm going to be blogging about this later today, so you can check out my blog at tknetmarketing.com. And I'll be covering some Pinterest marketing tips in regards to what I'm actually referencing, and I'm pretty graphic as far as showing snapshots and videos and things like that, because I teach from a beginner's standpoint. But when you take and you pin that now onto your Pinterest from your blog, did you know you're able to actually put a source link? So it'll share the source link from where you pin that image from. Do you see how you're creating a spider web effect? Because one is linking to one and the other one is linking, so they're linking to each other. And this is the same thing with, create articles. Have that link back into your site. Now, a lot of people are out there, and this is also called a backlinking effect. Thus the term backlinking, meaning that the link is coming into your blog, going out of your blog, you're linking all over the place. So somewhere in your blog, if you read an article, you want to say, hey, I also made an article on this, and you can find that here. And then the article would reference back to your site. So in essence, you're just creating hubs that all connect back to your blog. Another place you can share your stuff is LinkedIn, Twitter. And Terrence, once he comes on with us today, I'm hoping that he makes it, he will be able to share with you some of the expertise and areas that he has been able to achieve in Twitter. I noticed that Terrence has just been killing it on Twitter, and he's going to be, I think, considered our Twitter expert here pretty soon on our team, because he started a new account, from what I understand, and started gaining followers on terms that, you can, I don't know if you know this, but you can target terms with on Twitter with hashtags, and he started gaining a following from posting new things from some very prominent large names in the business. And that just goes to show social media right now. Oh my goodness, if you are not using social media to link into your blog or your online presence, you are definitely missing the train, missing the bus, whatever. You better get on the bus. And I cannot stress that enough. There are so many social media platforms that you can be utilizing in your business that should link back into your blog. I mean, think about this, and I'm going to call this Facebook is the Facebook is the black hole time sucking machine. And think about this: how much time have you spent on Facebook doing absolutely nothing, looking at the videos of the guy that fell off the dock and into the water because he was just being a dork or something like that? And all of a sudden, you're in there, and I want to say, an hour, maybe 3 hours have gone by, and guess what? You've accomplished nothing. So, in the meantime, though, while those people are looking through their news feed, guess what? If you're targeting them, maybe you have a funny video that you want to share on your blog. Thus, guess what? That will draw people to your blog, and they'll say, oh, this is pretty cool. And then they'll start browsing around your blog for something else. So your blog doesn't always have to be super, super focused on, one particular subject. It's a good idea, but every once in a while it's okay to share something that you're passionate about, because I want you to remember your blog is a direct reflection of you. I mean, you don't get up in the morning and think business. You don't take a shower and think business. You don't go out to the restaurant and think business. I mean, we all have a life. And your blog is a place to share your life experiences and your passions and things that you just enjoy. Maybe you did like that funny video and you want to share it on your blog from YouTube. Cool. Tell people why you think it's funny. It shows your personality. It doesn't show that you're a stiff business suit person who's just, stuck up all the time. I mean, I'm not saying business people are stuck up, but it doesn't show that you live and breathe business 24/7. Okay? I mean, I'm trying to think of the guy that was
Teresa,
the business.
For a second, may I cut in?
Sure.
Because you mentioned something. Terrence got stuck in traffic, so he won't be joining us this morning. But I can speak about a technique that he does on Twitter, and then I'm gonna go into a little bit about Instagram, just
Awesome.
my experience with it.
Cool.
He has a business account on Twitter, and from what I understand, business accounts on Google and Google Plus and Twitter, those are better than having just a regular account. And so when he posts things on Twitter, of course, you have your tags and things like this, but he has business people following him. I mean, top business people, and commenting on his stuff and seeing his stuff. And that's how that's one way to get yourself out there more. And that's also that someone on it was a hangout, but it was for the business that we're in, which I really encourage you to get in. It's an online marketing business, and I mean, try it for $7. If you hate it, if it makes you itch, then I don't know. We'll give you your money back. Really, they'll give you a 100% refund if no questions asked. So tell them it made you itch. This is a blogging platform. So we're on this webcast, and that was one of the things the lady told us. She's like, get a business Google Plus account. Of course, you have to have a Gmail account, and from there you can get your Google Plus. You can get your Google Plus Business, and that's better than having just an ordinary account. So it's like the same thing with Twitter. You get a Twitter for business. And something that you have to know about Terrence, who can't make it, he shoots a video every day, and that's something very special about the Twitter platform, is that when you upload a video to YouTube from your phone or just upload it online, it automatically goes to Twitter, and so that right there ameliorates your business, because let's just say, like, I've had people follow me and I've had people comment on my stuff just because I've uploaded something to YouTube, and I like, honestly, I forgot that it was going to Twitter, and then I see like someone favorited it and commented on it. I'm like, what the heck? How did you? I just put that video up. What in the world? How did you even see it? But then I remember the two are linked together. So that is another cool thing about Twitter, and something that you should utilize when you're making your videos. Make some really cool videos. And don't be afraid of the camera screen. I used to, when I first started this business, I don't know why. I still don't know why to this day. But in 2013, I just did not want to put a camera screen in front of my face. And to put a camera in front of my face and upload it to the internet. I don't know why. And I remember being on a conference call in 2013 and saying, I have no idea why I'm terrified of that, but I just am. Maybe I have a complex or something. I don't know. But I was afraid of it. Now I do videos, since I came back to this business in 2014. I have so many YouTube videos, and these videos automatically go to Twitter when you upload it from your phone and then from your computer. You have to enable it, and you can also enable it to go to your Google Plus. So that is something really cool about video that you should be using to market, and it goes to those places. So that's my little bit about Twitter. I'm sorry I can't expound upon it more. I do use it, and I can expound upon it more. Okay, remember when I said that I was diagnosed with MS? Well, that's one of the things that I talk about. I encourage people, I educate people, I inspire people. Really, I want to show people that anything's possible, because I mean it is. Uh, you know, some people say like, I've had doctors. I don't have anything against doctors. Let me throw that out there. I mean, I've seen enough of them to last my entire lifetime, but I don't have anything against them. They've helped me out a lot. But I've had a doctor tell me that I'm gonna battle this for the rest of my life, and I'm like, no, I'm not, because I'm one of those weirdos who feel, well, no, I'm one of those weirdos who knows that I'm gonna beat this, because I know that it's curable. I've seen stories and heard stories, seen videos, seen it with my own two eyes. People who have been healed of this. Okay, so I encourage people, I educate people, and yeah, so these are things I write on my blog, but I make videos about it, because see, people say like, and I'm not saying that it doesn't. It does for some people, and MS can impair your memory. But what I don't like is people, when they find out that you're battling something, they automatically start putting all these labels on you. So I remember one video that I made, because see, I told you I'm determined to show people what's possible. French is my second language, and I made a video, an entire video, about a minute and a half in French, and then my caption said, so who again says MS impairs your memory? And I put it on Facebook like that. But when I uploaded that video to YouTube, it automatically went to Twitter. And like I said, I forgot. So some of the people who have favorited my stuff, like the it's like some sort of multiple sclerosis organization. They favorite my stuff, and just people who, and that like shocked the heck out of me, because I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I was not expecting that. I wasn't even going for that. I was just trying to encourage people and inspire them. And then one day I looked at my Twitter account. I looked at someone else who had favorited my stuff. No, they actually had shared it. It was in relation to MS again. But this time, this really freaked me out, man. Because the people who had shared my stuff, it was a magazine that was in Spanish. And it had some English in there. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? They actually shared it on their wall. And so I'm like, this is my video that I put on my blog, because you should always have your own platform, because, well, YouTube can shut you down at any time if you do something that they deem is inappropriate. So you should always have your own platform, and that's why we encourage you to get this blogging platform for $7. Get back to the person who referred you to this hangout. So you should always have your own platform, but when I put it on YouTube, like when I put my blog and my video and stuff like that, like people are seeing it, and it's, man, I've suffered with this disease for 9 years. Okay, I've battled this disease for 9 years, and let me tell you something. If I can encourage people and inspire them and show them what's possible and show them what's a myth, it's a myth that MS is not curable. That is what they have not found scientific cure for MS. That does not mean it's not curable. I've seen people cure the disease through changing their diet, by changing the stuff that they take in, by not taking in all the crap that the typical Americans take in. No offense to Americans, I'm American too, but no offense to Americans, but if they just stop taking in all that crap, you see a decrease in disease. And so that's how so many people have cured themselves of MS. And that's the diet I'm implementing, the paleo diet. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing results. I did something yesterday that even shocked me. It even shocked me when I did it. And it was just crazy. I'll tell you guys about it another time. But so I'm reaching out to people on that way, on that level, and that's how I'm using Twitter to do it, because you never know where your stuff can end up. I once posted, no, twice I posted something, and you know where it ended up? It ended up in Finance Weekly. Like, they favorited my stuff. It was business stuff that I posted on Twitter, and I think I got one favorite from them, and I got one share from them. I'm like, this is my material, man. This is people I can't reach just from my home. I am reaching so many people because Finance Weekly just shared my stuff. And so I thought that was pretty cool. And then I get over to Instagram. Like I said, I'm a photographer. Instagram, you just post pictures. You just post pictures. Now, what I like about this blogging platform is that it gives you the ability to rank on the first page of Google within seconds. I'm talking about #1 on Google. Over a span of days, I got 4 of my posts on like 1 blog post and 3 videos on the first page of Google. Actually, at one point, I saw 2 of my posts right underneath each other, right by each other on the first page of Google. And I kind of said this as a joke. I took a screenshot of it, and I put as the caption, "This is me dominating Google." And that was meant to be a joke. But I'm like, I kind of found these. You see me in 5 of these spots on Google, man. And that's what you're able to do with this platform. So when I rank on Google, I do it kind of often, because that's what this blogging platform allows you. Try it out for $7. And so I will rank on the first page of Google, and I'll take a screenshot. and I'll post it in various places. So I'm not just posting my blog, but I'm posting pictures too. So I'll put those pictures on Instagram. And like Teresa said, I will backlink it. I will link it back to my blog. And so many people have reached out to me. Oh my goodness, I keep talking about MS because I have a certain affection for people battling this disease, because again, I know what it's like. It's the same thing I feel about network marketers. I know what it's like. I know what it should be, but I know the hardship. I know the hardship of MS. And so I'm reaching out to people like who are battling MS on Instagram. I think in one day, two of those people followed me. And then they just like my stuff over and over again, a whole bunch of people, and I'll tag them in it. Like when I write something on my blog, I'll tag them in. I don't know these people, and I hope they don't mind. I don't think they mind, because I'm encouraging them and I'm inspiring them, and I'm opening up a world to them. And then on my blog page, people have commented, and they like, one guy, I still couldn't tell you where this guy found me. He must have found me on Google. I do not know this guy. This guy is 24 years, well, he retired at 24. And so he reached out to me. And what the blog was I just gone to see the movie Cinderella. And there was one part that just stuck out to me while I was in the show. I'm like, I'm going to blog about that. The Cinderella said, don't see things as they are, but see them as how they can be. And that was something she said to the prince, and then the prince in the movie said it back to her. And I'm like, I'm going to blog about that. And when I blogged about it, I think I tied it into MS. I don't remember if I tied it in, what I tied it into, but I'm pretty sure it was MS. And the guy, he must have found me on Google. He commented on it. He's like, you are a rock star to me. That that was amazing. He just like uplifted me. And I'm like, the entire time I'm reading this, I'm like, where did you find me? Where did you find me? How did you even see my blog posts? But he completely uplifted me. And I'm like, this is a man who retired at 24. This isn't just, any old guy. He knows what he's doing. He recognizes greatness. Not saying that other people don't recognize greatness, but this is a man who recognizes greatness because of the greatness that's in him. And so for him to uplift me like that, I was like, dude, thank you, thank you. So that's this blogging platform. I mean, we talk a lot about blogging, but it's not just that. It's what it represents. It's a symbol, not only a symbol of greatness, but for me, a symbol of possibility, because that's what I teach people, whether it's with MS, or whether it's with network marketing, or just inspiring people. Well, pretty much where I stay, but it's not just a blogging platform. That's not just what it is. This is a symbol. This represents something. This represents income that you want to acquire, things that you do, how you want to help people, how you want to inspire them, how you want to take your business to another level. Maybe it's something out there you want to do. You want to achieve a certain level of income, but it's not really the income that you're in hot pursuit of. It's what the income can give you that you're in pursuit of, really. If you made $10,000 a month, what is that going to give you that you didn't have before? Let's just say you'll be able to help someone. You'll be able to help your mom. If you're able to help your mom or your elderly parents, if you're able to help your parents, what is that going to do for them? It's going to help them live a better life. It's going to allow them to do the things that they want to do. So the money leads you to helping people, which leads you to giving others something that you couldn't give them before. So it's really not about the money. It's what you can do with the money. And that is why we do these hangouts every single Saturday morning. That is why we keep telling people about this blogging platform, that's not just a blogging platform, but that will help. It can help you earn a large income. I'm not guaranteeing you results because I can't guarantee you results. If you want to see the average results of an Income Empower Network affiliate, visit www.empowernetwork.com/income. I cannot guarantee you anything, but I can tell you what is probable if you follow the system. I can tell you about other people who have made 10 and 20 and 30 and 50 and $75,000 a month. But it's not just about the money. It's what they do with the money. It's how they help people. It's how it's the emotional response behind the money. If you have $10,000 a month, what is that going to get you? And that is the question that you have to ask yourself constantly. And the only way to find out what that can get you is if you get started with us. Because something I got to tell you, when you say the word worth $10,000 a month, that doesn't make us flinch because that's the world we live in. I'm not sure the response we would get if we said it to other people. I don't know. But that's the world we live in. It's full of possibility. This online marketing thing, it's full of possibility. And if you make $10,000 a month, that's just like you're just getting started, you know? And the only way for you to find that out, the only way for you to get in on this world is if you click the link beneath this video. Get started with us. We are called Team Blitz. We are a little crazy. We get a little crazy sometimes, but we are a team. We're a team, and we're committed to one another, and we're committed to making this business work. And if you connect with us, you're going to get that same level of commitment. You're going to get that same level of tough love because we give it out freely in this team. And so you're going to get the tough love, but you're going to get the tools to help you take your business to the next level, to help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So click the link. Satisfy your curiosity if for no other reason. Click the link beneath this video and get started with us today. I'm going to pass it back to you, Teresa, because that was like a mouthful.
Most indeed, it certainly was. As you were going along, I was trying to take some mental notes there, so I think I'll be able to cover it all. But you were talking about, what first of all, let's reference your Cinderella story back at that, because the thing that I think is important is people need to realize that, you're not going to blog about just business. Now, the Cinderella movie was a huge thing, and what she did was very, very creative. So she's talking about, right now the Cinderella movie just came out, so people are searching for that Cinderella term, and all of a sudden, once again, oh my gosh, what if they find your blog? Now, she twisted that and turned it into, you know what, not everything is a Cinderella moment, and it's not. But maybe your Cinderella moment, if you're watching this, is something constructed a little bit different, because no matter who you are, what walk of life you come from, your dream is still there, and you can achieve your dream at any level of experience, because what happens is it comes from within inside of you. And just like Katrina, she could have let the news, when she was told about the MS that she has, she could have let that crush her dreams. But did she do that? No. Katrina went to school. She went to law school. She learned French. She is now an expert blogging person in her field. So whatever you have going on, and if you think your Cinderella moment is crushed, it's not. It has to come from within you. Okay. The other thing that I want to cover is, she said, you're right. What could the amount of money that you make in the business, what could that do for you once you do have that? Now, income results do vary, are not typical or guaranteed. So if we talk about that, at the bottom of this page, at the very bottom, you'll see a link that says income disclaimer. Go ahead and click that, and you can see the average earnings of an affiliate in Empower Network. But like she said, if you just take a moment to, pique your curiosity and click that button below, try it out for $7, oh my goodness, You will be amazed at what you find and how simple and easy it is. If you are someone that was invited here by me, do make sure you click that and link, or someone else. But myself, I offer my team actually extra tutorials because I am the technical. I like to teach technical things on my blog, so you're in luck there. No high learning curve. It's pretty easy. But I want to have you go back and look at what could that money do for you. She was referencing talking about helping your parents, okay? I want you to think about this really hard. People right now are struggling to pay for their medications at a retirement age. People are struggling to figure out how to buy groceries at retirement age, and I am not joking. These people have worked, you know, you think about that, they worked 40 hours a week, maybe a factory or something, you know, it depends on what you did all of your life. But no matter what it is, you worked, say, 40 hours a week for 40 years, and now retirement's here, and guess what? People are trying to live on 40% of what they used to make in their full-time job while they weren't retired, and it's not flying, folks. It's not working. So what if you were the person that could step in and help your parents and say, you know what, I know this is hard for you. Let me help you. Maybe you have a friend or a neighbor where you can go and buy, you know, because you have that ability, you can go buy an extra bag of groceries and just say, hey, I know what it's like. I've been there. And I've been there. You know, the other day I was in the grocery store and there was a woman literally counting her, and I'm not saying, you know, that I'm where I want to be yet either in my business, but there was a woman counting her change to buy bread. And it was actually able to just, you know, give her $1, even it doesn't matter, it was $1, but she didn't have it, and she had a little boy standing there, and it just felt really good. So what is it that the money could do for you? Now, one thing I'll tell you is if you focus on the money, if you believe in law of attraction, it's not going to happen for you. You need to think about what is it that money could do for you, a family member, a complete stranger. You know, you are on this planet for greatness. You are meant to do something more than get up and pay bills and die. Come on, people. You owe it to yourself, your family, and the universe to click the button below, take out that credit card, break the bank for that $7. Because seriously, I mean, it's Saturday. You could easily go to the coffee shop and spend $7 at the Starbucks or whatever. Isn't it time that you gave up that one cup of coffee or that 1 or 2 cheeseburgers at the local McDonald's on your Saturdays so that you can actually start to achieve what it is you really want in life, rather than sit there, get up in the morning and struggle every day and pay bills. Now, I will tell you, I am not a person to market on emotion. What do I mean by that? Well, if I sit here and say to you, you know, you hate your boss, you hate your job, you hate your, you know, your life, you know, click the button below because things are going to be different. No, because I know that later on you're going to be the person asking for a refund. So if you have any inkling that later on you think you're going to change your mind, don't click the button below, because I don't want you on my team, and I'm sure Katrina doesn't either, because we want people who are in it for the long haul and the long term. So I want you to really think about that. You know, how long have you struggled, and are you really tired of it, and can you do this for the long term? Because this is not a magic lotto ticket. So when people are talking about money, don't think that it's going to happen tomorrow. I've been building my business for quite some time. Now, it wasn't until recently that I was able to start bringing in an income in from this particular business, because I struggled. I didn't know where to begin marketing my business online. You know, being a graphic designer, video editor, you know, blog installer, I mean, all the tech stuff. We won't go into the list. You can check out my blog on that. But, you know, this business has taught me how to market any business online. You know, Katrina right now, heck, she could go in and be, you know, your social media consultant from all the experience and things that she's learned as well. So look at the twist on that. It's more than just a blogging platform. It's an education. It's more than you'll learn in the college degree. So I think the way that I look at it is, you know, it's not all about just selling the blogging platform. It's what is it that you learn? I mean, if you have an offline business, you could actually bring your business online and learn all the marketing techniques that you need to get that exposure online to your local mom and pop shop, whatever it is. So I really want you to think about that as well. And then you add that blog, whew, things are going to be happening for you. So click the link below and make sure that if you don't have, if you don't know who invited you, make sure you get that link from the person that invited you so that you are properly added to their team. And let's just get you started today. Once again, you know, it's $7 to start for your trial, and well worth the $7. I cannot stress that enough. My name is Teresa Kaiser from tknetworking.com, and thank you so much for joining us. I know that Katrina wants to get going for her birthday today. And Katrina, share with us, what are you going to be doing for your birthday today?
You know, I would love to tell you what I'm doing for my birthday today, but honestly, I don't know. I know I'm about to go see Furious 7, and I mean, come on, you can't beat The Rock and Vin Diesel. Come on, man. Those are two people I've loved since one. I've loved The Rock since I was a kid, and I've loved Vin Diesel since I was a teenager. But whatever. So I'm doing that right now, and then tonight I'm going to dinner. In between that time, I have no clue because my boyfriend is taking me out, and he's going to surprise me. I am completely clueless concerning what we're doing. He, I, I mean, he could do pretty much whatever. I don't have a clue, and I probably don't have a say so in it, you know. So I don't know. I'll tell you guys after it's done. So, but I do have to go. Yeah, because my movie starts at 11:45. So, for all of you wonderful people who are watching this hangout, just do it, okay? I always say this little phrase, if you want it, then take it. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. It's a $7 deal. I mean, if you want it, then take it. And so, with that, we're going to wrap this up. Have a fabulous day, you guys, and we will see you. We will connect with you very, very soon because you're going to click that link. You're going to pull out your credit card and click it. So, we will connect with you soon. Have a great day.
Hi.